very warm welcome to our guest. Joining me today is Assistant Director for Digital Architecture and Operations from South Australian Education, Simon Chapman, and Blue Crystal Managing Director, Vito Rinaldi. Welcome to you both. Simon, I'll come to you first. Can you tell me a little bit about the Department of Education? I believe you look after 800 or greater schools and 179,000 students, and what role you play in serving those schools in that network.
Yeah, thanks, Shaheen. See, the Department for Education South Australia, we're building a stronger future by making South Australia's public education system world leading. And a number of the services we provide are related to integrated education, training, child development services, and that's to benefit children, young people, and all families of South Australia.
Certainly an important role you play for the future of our kids. Thanks, Simon. And Vito, tell me a little bit about Blue Crystal. How long have you been in business for, and what are some of the superpowers and the capability that you bring to customers?
I started Blue Crystal Solutions in 2004. We solve business problems by architecting, orchestrating, migrating, and managing workloads into the cloud. With our applications and with our ICT infrastructure experience and with our database experience, we are positioned to orchestrate, leverage, and design solutions into the cloud.
Thanks, Vito. And certainly the feedback that I've received from customers, including SA Education, backs that. Simon, I really want to learn and hear more about the education's journey to cloud, and when you first started with your strategy and building those foundations, what did you have to consider and how did you go about actually getting going?
Thanks, Shaheen. So we started our cloud journey about 4 years ago, and we started by going out and surveying schools to see what services do they actually want to use, what do they want to consume, and we wanted to offer a central cloud-based solution that schools could consume rather than trying to solve the problem 900 times for every single site. So that was really our foundational piece of work there. And as part of that, we put in the governance and the chargeback model so that the appropriate controls were in place so that schools could then consume those services. But we also made sure that site leaders had visibility of what those costs were coming in, because they ultimately were going to be approving it. And that way we took and had all the security controls in place and the appropriate guardrails. The schools didn't have to worry about that. They could just get on with consuming those services and get on with the teaching.
Simon, what were some of the risk mitigation steps that you took in embarking on this project?
Yeah, sure. I think this is the most important step that we took, and that was really to engage with our strategic partners, being Blue Crystal and AWS. We wanted to work with a local South Australian company that had the expertise and the knowledge to do this. So we didn't want to reinvent the wheel and try and do it ourselves. It was such a high risk. So that was really key. Then we worked out how we're going to mitigate some of the risk. And then we took a staged approach for that. So first of all, you do your test environment and dev environment before you get to production. We're also going to restrict access, so lock down the security of the payroll system. Encompassing all of that is the real-time cloud monitoring. So we want to know exactly all the events that are happening while the payroll system's in the cloud. And that feeds back down into our on-premise SIEM solution. And most importantly, we wanted to leverage our existing investment in any licensing we had. So we had to come up with a solution which Blue Crystal helped us with so that we could migrate, but also not incur any additional cost during that transition, which we were able to successfully do.
Wow, sounds like you've really hit quite a few of the key success criteria of any application moving to the cloud. Vito, what's on the roadmap for Blue Crystal? Do you have anything coming to market soon? Have your team been building a new solution?
Blue Diamond, we've got a new version called Blue Diamond 3, is our cloud, our database, our application monitoring tool that we utilize to manage our customers' enterprise in the cloud. We've got a product called BCSIQ, which is a series of verticals that we provide for the cloud around data security, cloud security, and the other thing it does provide is cloud economy. It's got a cloud economist feature to it that allows us to look at the AWS cost, the cloud cost, and react if it ever does spiral out of control. Helps us grow, helps us provide application and cloud security to our customers, as well as cloud management, the application management, synchronized together with a team of experts that can react and respond and solve business problems for our customers.
That's fantastic. Thank you. And maybe, Vito, what's one piece of advice that you'd give to other public sector customers?
Don't wait. Now's the time. Use the pragmatic approach. Gartner research tells us that 32% of total Asia Pacific budget spend is spent on cloud IT services. 50% of government organisations are now forming and establishing a formal accountability structures for the cloud. There's opportunities to go in there, design, do a proof of concept, dip your toe in the water, get a small project, try it, get some momentum. It's risk adverse, right? You have choose the right proof of concept, choose the right provider, choose a provider that understands applications, understands databases, understands infrastructure, and understands businesses as well.
That's fantastic. So the key thing is start small, choose the right partner, make sure they're referenceable, and pick the right workload to start with, but take risks. I'd just like to take a moment to congratulate you both on what's been a fantastic project and looking forward to seeing continued success with you both. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Vito.
Thank you. Thank you, Shaheen. Thank you for the invite.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Simon.
Yes, thank you.